Probably decides not. Well, hello.
Hello, Vivian.
Hello, young Johnathan. How are you?
All the better for seeing you, my dear.
Well, Big Dan is supposed to be here at some point.
He's been abducted by aliens.
Oh, no, not aliens. The planets have aligned, so maybe, you never know.
Hang on, is there some weird planetary alignment at the moment?
Yes.
Tell me, what is it?
It's 7 planets have aligned, but we will only see 4. And I think the furthest planet away from us we'll see at this alignment is Mars. And it's happening. It happened. We'll be able to see it with the naked eye tonight and tomorrow, and for the next couple of days, and then we won't see it after that. That's if we have clear skies.
No, because I'm feeling completely and utterly bongo tonight. And hi, Nicola.
Hi, Nicola.
I'm feeling completely mad tonight, and as you know, I get affected by the moon. I'm just wondering if there's a big planetary alignment, if I've got somehow affected by that.
Could be.
And here is a ghostly figure just walked into my room.
Who is that?
It's Graham bringing me my medicine.
Is it? We have a nickname for Graham.
Do you? Oh, he's gone.
Yeah. Yeah. We have a nickname for Graham. Now,
you do?
When people imagine what a serial killer would look like, we would imagine Graham. Even though Graham's not a serial killer, I can assure you, he's lovely. He's nothing of the sort at all. But we call him Graham the serial killer.
I can see that.
You can see it?
Yes, I can.
Hi, Sarah.
Hi, Sarah. Oh, Archie says hello as well. He's coming to say...
Hi, Sarah.
Oh, Sarah, it's me, Arch. I'm here being good.
Look at that wet nose on him.
I think there's some biscuits around somewhere. I don't know why the dog has a West Midlands accent, but he does.
Well, why not? Why not, indeed?
It's because I was born behind the skips at Digbeth Coach Station.
Oh. Hi, Arch.
Oh, it's Auntie Sarah, Dad. I've got my aunt called Sarah. She's very nice.
Auntie Sarah is, yeah. She's one of the best.
So I wonder what's happened to Daniel.
I have no idea.
And
Maybe
shall we take the piss out of him when he arrives?
well, Jamie's got a very good nickname for him. Jamie calls him Sick Note.
Nice one.
And we've sent the link to Jamie as well. So if Jamie does finish work early and he's able to come on, he will join us. But I doubt it very much, not tonight, because I think he started a long shift pattern this week. So he was moaning about that. But we got some exciting stuff to talk about. Everything we talk about is exciting, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I want to talk a bit more about the Pigman thing.
Oh, shall we?
Well, yeah, because the magazine comes out next week, so it's not that we're breaking anybody's embargo or anything. And
Well,
I'm the editor, so it doesn't actually matter when it comes.
Guys in the chat, you must look at the CFZ. What is it? The Chronicle? What do you call it?
It's a magazine called Animals and Men that comes out once every 3 months, and it will eventually be there for free on the website to look at. It comes out, first of all, on Amazon, where you can buy it for 3 months, and after that, if you've got long enough, if you're patient enough, after 3 months you get to see it for free on the website. But no, I'm really impressed by your deductive reasoning. And the fact is, oh yes, Archibald, and you're very impressed by biscuits, aren't you?
Can we mention the place now?
Yeah, of course you can.
Okay, so last month I went out as a field researcher for the CFZ, and I investigated claims of the pigman at Castle Ring, Cannock Chase. And I spent a good few hours there, and we think we've cracked the case. Well, I think I've cracked the case.
Oh, it's completely you. I mean, I've filled in a few. Why the hell does it keep on coming up with thumbs down?
I don't know. Can we have a few thumbs up, everybody?
Does anyone know what actually causes that? No, I filled in a few gaps.
Hi, Chantal.
Hi, Chantal. Archie's gone downstairs, but he'll be up again soon. No, it's the time of the night he spends his time herding the cats up and downstairs. No, I filled in a few gaps in the middle, but I think you've cracked it.
And you know what? When I went there, though, Johnathan, I didn't go there. Oh, I'm this big medium. Oh, I'm going to tune in. I'm going to see what my spidey senses tell me. I'm going to see what my spirit guides are telling me. I went there as a normal, I'll use that word loosely, normal, a normal person, looking where I was, looking what was around me, having a walk around, having thoughts, like the thought process. Could it be this? And then like saying yes or no, and just doing it in a sensible fashion. Not, oh, well, I'm a medium and I have to perform, or I have to go there and I have to see a pig man and that's what I want to see. I went there with a critical eye. I went there to prove there is nothing there. This is how I investigate. I go to prove that there is nothing there. If there is something there, then I look at it. But I hope to see nothing and get nothing. And that's what I do every time.
Well, yeah, that's our job. Our job's to find the truth out about things, not to worship paradigms and build up people's idiotic ideas.
No.
It's to find out the truth. And 99 times out of 100, when you find out the truth, it's not what everybody is hoping for.
No. But in this case, the truth is a bit naughty.
Now, the fact is that because of the subject of tonight's show, Archie thinks it's about him.
What's Archie naughty?
No, he's a dog.
Oh, I got it. Yeah.
Oh, I'm a good boy, I am. Yes, you are a dog.
But Johnathan, I think a lot of these investigators, whether you call them cryptid investigators or ghost hunters or UFO detectorists or whatever you want to call these people, all in the same group, mishmash of group, that they go to these places expecting to see something, willing or jumping to conclusions. Oh yeah, I saw a UFO. No, you didn't. You saw a planet, and your camera was shaking a little bit, which why it looks like it's moving. Or the ghost hunters, they'll take a picture of somebody in away from a distance away, but they'll put it on a slow shutter speed, so it looks like there's an apparition. Or the cryptid hunters, they'll look for signs of, I don't know, whatever creature they happen to be trying to track or look for. But other than that, they're not looking outside of the box.
No, when you're dealing with this sort of stuff, you have to look outside the box. And the trouble is that, and now I'm really going to have coal, like it says in the Bible, the coals of opprobrium heaped upon my head. But the vast majority of people who call themselves researchers are actually nothing of the sort. They're completely full of shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you think it's because people want the next book, or they want the notoriety, or they think it's going to bring them fame and fortune? I mean, bloody hell. I mean, I think once that gets published, I think all the doggers of Alec Chase Circle Ring are going to be hating me.
Well, yeah, anybody who wants to go for an alfresco shag in a pub car park.
Right, Britannica.
Good evening. It's Harlem. Yo, Harlem. You ought to bring Harlem in on this, because he's the one. He knows about Cannock Chase. And I haven't even told him this shit yet.
Oh, I think Harlem knows. Harlem's not silly. Hell's not silly.
Harlem's a 17-year-old boy, so he knows all the dogging sites on Cannock Chase.
Harlem, I've sent you a link. Now, this guy is really interesting.
Oh, he's a good boy.
He's got an old head on young shoulders, hasn't he?
Yes. Whereas I'm incredibly childish. I may be 66, but I'm basically 12. I'm a 12-year-old boy. What the fuck is that? I'm a 12-year-old boy.
I'm not touching anything.
I'm a 12-year-old boy in a 66-year-old man's body. I don't know, Chantal. I don't know how it works.
No.
This has been happening all evening.
If we swap places, do you think it will happen then? Hang on, let me swap you around. Let's see if it happens now.
Now, how did that happen? Oh, that was yes. I'm sorry.
That was me.
Really working tonight. Where's Harlem gone?
He's out. He's out. He's out.
So he's not there even in the audience?
Yeah, he's watching us, but he's out. He might be out doing some field research.
He might be out in Castle Ring.
He might be dogging.
No, I'm just Harlem's a far too well brought up young man for that.
But the thing was, I mean, we knew that when we drove up, we could tell, and then when walking around, It's like, yeah, they're wearing masks to conceal their identities because it's only a small little place.
It's done it again.
That's not me. That's not me.
What the almighty fuck is going on?
Have you got something open that's maybe?
No. I'm on my... Hang on, let me check and see if there's... What have I got on my iPad that's open? StreamYard and Messenger. Have you, by the way, have you put the link on my Facebook page?
No, I haven't. Shall I?
Can you? And send it to Izzy as well. Oh, I don't know if Izzy is a friend of yours on Facebook. I don't know if you know her. Yeah, Chantal, it's just wrong, isn't it? It's really wrong on every level. Thank you. That's better. You were doing my head in worse than ever.
Who, me?
Yes, being on the wrong side of the screen is just... By the way, is anybody else seeing Viv cutting out every few?
You're not seeing my anus. I tell you, my starfish is well and truly put away.
You can bet your ass you will.
Hang on, I've got to send you a link.
If you send me a link, I will.
We don't know what we'll do with it.
I am feeling completely insane tonight, so don't expect either adult or good behaviour.
Does the lady's name in question begin with a P and surname and end with an R?
No.
That's not her
It
then.
begins with an F and ends with an E.
No. I've just sent it to you. It's easier.
On Facebook?
Yeah.
Good, hold on a second. Bongity, bongity, boo. No, you haven't. Oh, you put it on my Facebook page. Oh, clever girl.
No, I did it on your private messages so you can do what thou'st will.
I'm completely confused now.
Do you want me to put it on your Facebook page?
Yes, please, because I'm too stupid to understand otherwise.
No, you're not.
I am. I'm completely and utterly fucking bonkers tonight.
Blame the planets.
I will.
Blame the planets.
That's what Isabel said to me earlier. It was something to do with planets.
Oh, I don't know if I can put it on yours.
You've done it before, I think. Hang on, let's see. You sent it to me in Messenger.
Yes.
It's not there.
Shall I do it again?
Yes, I've got the link you sent me to come in here.
Hang on.
I'm just hoping I'm going to be able to get Isabel to come in the audience so you can all meet her. Oh, clever girl.
See?
Oh, you are clever, aren't you?
So let's read some of these messages. Chantel says, thanks. I'd rather flick a hungry lion's balls wearing a pair of pork chop panties than have you on the wrong side.
Stop it, Chantal. You're turning me on.
Pork chop panties? What? Oh, we've got Australia online tonight. Ooh. Good morning from Aussieland. I don't know what Johnathan's doing.
I'm trying to find my way back in. I've got lost. Oh, I'm back. Hi, Kelly. Well, good day, Kelly.
It's good morning.
But isn't it good day?
Don't they say good morning, you drongo?
Nah, it's good day. Any time of the day.
You got to say good day to the Sheilas.
I always say good day to the Sheilas.
What do you call an Australian man?
Bruce.
Are you sure?
Well, that's what Monty Python did. In one of the Australian sketches on Monty Python, it was Bruce, 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 and that one's Bruce to avoid confusion. See, I told you it was good day.
Bruce.
Chantal, you're an absolute puppet.
She's brilliant, isn't she? On a more serious note, Johnathan, I've had a real uneasy feeling in the last few days. I've had these feelings a few times, and now they all coincide with the activation of the Hadron Collider.
Well, I've been feeling completely... I'm affected by the moon anyway. I'm bipolar and I have schizoaffective disorder, and I'm affected by the moon. But I've been much worse than usual the last few days, and I was wondering if it was this. Partly it's new moon tomorrow, and partly the planetary
Alignment.
alignment. I couldn't remember the word alignment. But I wonder if it has got something to do with the Large Hadron Collider. You lucky bastard, Robert.
You wish. Kelly's in New South Wales. I've got an aunt in New South Wales.
Last time I was in New South Wales was probably before any of you here were born.
She lives in the Blue Mountains, though.
You do? Do you know? Have you heard any sightings of the giant monitor lizard that people call megalania?
My aunt lives up there. I don't know about Kelly.
Kelly.
No, Kelly. Do you live in?
Bloody confusing you are.
Oh yeah, Kelly. Do you live near the Blue Mountains?
Chantal, what do I think of frequencies? I'm very interested in the idea of subsonic frequencies and Bigfoot.
It takes C-type batteries and it's circular shaped.
Vivian, you're behaving worse than me this evening.
Sorry.
I'm the one who's supposed to behave badly.
Has there been solar flare recently?
Chantal, my dear, can you explain that a bit more explainably? Because I have no idea what you mean.
Schumann resonance spike due to the solar flare. Well, I wasn't aware of any solar flares happening right now, but if there is a solar flare that's happened and it gets close enough, it disrupts the electromagnetic fields, not just in the sun's orbit, but in our orbit as well. And it can disrupt ours, the Earth's core magnetic fields, the way it spins and things. That's my understanding of it.
Well, I know that Facebook Messenger has been playing silly buggers all day, all over the world. What, by the giant lizard?
That's cool.
That's incredibly cool.
That is cool.
That's Old South Wales, not New South Wales.
Frequencies are affecting everyone on the planet. Look into it.
I'm completely bongo tonight, so. You are a naughty girl, Chantal. And I know exactly what to do to naughty girls.
Love the dog, so cute, but a bit blind by its eyes as they get older. He's got cancer.
He's 16, which is he needs an operation for cataracts, but his age, I'm not going to put him through it.
No.
Robert Fulton just said that it was just a stray Russian missile. I'm afraid it's not a stray Russian missile. He's a Jack Russell.
Oh, how big they are. They're not can't be as big as the Komodo dragon.
Well, it depends. There was, in prehistoric times, a snake, which is now a lizard, which has now got the Latin name of Varanus prisca, which was supposedly about twice the size of a Komodo dragon. Whether they've died out or not, they're supposed to be extinct, but there is evidence to suggest that they are still around. But I would think that the ones that Kelly is seeing are probably the lace monitor, otherwise known as the lace goanna. That is, even that, I mean, that's about 8 foot long. It's still a big bastard.
Is that the one that has the big fin on the back of it, on its back? Because there is one in Australia that has the fin on its back.
It has a fin around it. It's the frilled lizard has a fin around its head.
Yeah, now this one it goes like there's a fin round its back.
Freaky Pie, that became extinct. Fuck knows how many thousands of millions of years ago.
Oh.
That's actually pre-dinosaurs.
Oh, sorry. I live in the past, you know me. There's one recently, and stronger ones can cause radio blackouts for high-frequency radio users. They might affect maybe.
Are we talking about solar flares or sex toys? I'm completely confused.
Solar flares. But I believe if one of those major solar flares hits the Earth, it would knock out all our electricity and infrastructure. We'd be out in blackout for quite a bit, you know.
No, I think it's probably not a very good idea.
No. Just have a barbecue when they're around, those lizards. Can you imagine having a barbecue and all the lizards turning up for a bit of meat?
Well, I love lizards. I remember when I was in New South Wales, and this was... Dog, will you stop it? This was, like I said, probably before everybody here was born. It was in the summer of 1968, so I think that is before everybody was born. But yes, it's doing it again, isn't it? It's very...
I'm doing that, and it's doing the downwards one.
I remember seeing, we used to see the lace monitors running across the road, incredibly fast, incredibly large creatures, absolutely gorgeous lizards. But I'm a lizard freak anyway.
I like lizards. They're cool. Solar flares and sex toys sounds like a cool movie title.
Are you offering to write the script, Chantal?
Yeah.
If so, I volunteer to be the producer.
Do you know, Kelly, there was an incident, and I'm not sure who did it, but it was part of the military. I'm not sure what country, but the military were using frequency to subdue the public. Do you know anything about that, Johnathan?
Cool.
So I think I don't know whether it was China or the Far East or somewhere, but they were playing frequency, these low-level frequencies. You couldn't hear it with the human ear, but they played it across to general public to subdue them. And I heard that they did use it in riots as well.
I've heard about it. My old girlfriend of mine who died last year she was very much into this stuff, far more than me. But she told me stuff about it, but I can't tell you any of the details. Sorry, I just disappeared there. I was taking my medicine. And I thought, when you started the sentence, I thought I had time to be able to swallow down my pills. It takes several hours for them to kick in. So if I wait until the end of the show, I don't get sleep till 2 in the morning.
Yeah. They did it in lockdowns as well, apparently. Play frequency.
Chantal, you're an absolute poppet.
She's funny, isn't she?
Oh, she's brilliant.
I have to give a shout out today because it's a milestone day for our dear friend in Florida, Bobby. As a big congratulations to him. He went through his last bout of radiotherapy, so no more radiotherapy for Bobby. He's now at home recuperating and keeping well. But we just want to say a big congratulations to Bobby, and get well soon, mate. We're all rooting for you. And be nice to the wife. That's all I can say.
One should always be nice to one's wife.
Yes. Yes, Kelly says about the frequency thing. Yes, it burnt people, made them sick in COVID protests. They used them in Australia. So wrong, big time, along with the whole COVID shit show. Not sure about that. Yeah, I have to be very careful with what I say. But yeah, I lost one member of my family to it, and another that was put on a ventilator and lost 3 months of his life. But yeah, it's something else.
Where on earth has Daniel gone?
I have no idea. I bet he's fallen asleep.
Does he do that often?
Sometimes he does. I'll give him a flea in his ear tomorrow. Nico says America uses audio weapons, but most recently, staff in the US embassy were all reporting ill, and it was most likely a frequency weapon used by China. Yeah, get well, Bobby. Yeah. So, talking of frequencies,
yeah,
I'm going to throw something out there. Do you think when electromagnetic fields on our Earth's crust is affected by either what's going on internally or externally with the electromagnetic fields, do you think that it can causes such hallucinations that people are seeing things like pig man, dog man, Bigfoot? What do you think?
Sorry, I was feeding the dog. I was giving the dog a biscuit, and now he's eating the biscuit. And my housekeeper's going to come and accuse me of eating biscuits in bed again, leaving crumbs all over the bedding. Whereas actually,
Kelly's saying yes to that question.
But yes, whether it causes hallucinations or whether it actually acts upon the cerebral cortex to actually give these things at least a partial objective reality, I wouldn't like to say. My bet would be on the latter. I think this is how these things gain an objective reality, or at least partially.
But then the next question comes to my mind, and that is, well, if that is the case, why do some people see it and others don't? Why isn't it affecting us all the same?
That's simple, because everybody's brain chemistry is different.
Mm.
And in the same way as we all react to every stimulus different, we'll react to chemical stimulus. Some people can drink more alcohol than other people. Some people, like me, 3 puffs on a joint and I fall over. And yes, yes and no. I've done acid on several occasions, and I actually think the hallucinatory experience from hallucinogenic chemicals like acid or psilocybin is a different thing. Yes, I agree.
But it is an interesting topic, and it's one that I was talking about with Johnathan about solar flares, interruptions with the Earth's electrical magnetic fields, weather, moon phases, all of these things, like all combined. Is there more people that report strange phenomena when these things are happening, or is it just a constant thing all the time? And why do people, if it is happening, why do people are all reporting the same phenomena that they think they're seeing over a period of years that's not really there? That's the other one.
Well, it depends on, and I'm not being awkward here, but it depends on your definition of not really there.
So if you made up a story about, let's say, the headless horseman,
yeah,
and you can hear his horse fly down the street on a particular day, evening, particular time, on a particular day of the year, every year without fail, guarantee more than one person will come back and say that they've heard it or seen it.
Oh, of course.
Even though it's completely made up. Maybe we should run an experiment and do that.
Is there anybody who's read a novel, fairly recent novel, called The Apparition Phase? And I can't remember who it's by, but that's basically what that's about. And I seriously recommend it. It's a bloody good story. It's an absolute cracking yarn, but it opens up some really interesting philosophical what's the word? Situations.
Was it called The Apparition
Phase?
Right.
I can see it's by.
I've got a post-it note here. Maybe we should start a book club.
Yeah, you were saying. I think it's by Will McLean. And it says here, The Apparition Phase is a novel by Will McLean about twins who fake a ghost photograph, leash a malevolent spirit.
Okay.
And it's an absolute cracking book. But it also covers an awful lot of the stuff that we're talking about this evening.
Yeah. Oh, I'll have to get a copy of that book and give it a read. But I am a slow reader. I don't understand these book clubs that can read it in the space of a month and come together and talk about it. It's like, really?
Well, when I've got anything else to read, I can read incredibly fast because I read all day for my job.
Yeah.
And I've now got biscuit crumbs from the dog in my beard.
He'll be back to tidy up in a bit. He knows where those crumbs are, you know.
Oh, of course he does. See, he's now looking at the biscuits.
Lovingly. Chantal says, I'm very sensitive to the magnetic field and frequency and have to walk barefoot on the grass to ground myself. That's really interesting.
Yeah, I can see that. I've heard that a lot.
There are audio recording taken in space. It's not quite quiet as most people think. If there is sound in space, then there are different frequencies in space. We can't hear it, maybe some can. Reports on low humming can be heard around the planet, as well as thunder-like noises on a clear day. Do you know what, Nico? I've actually heard, I don't suffer with tinnitus. And let me get that clear. But every day since I was a little girl, when I get into bed and I lie still, I can hear a faint humming. It's like, or not a humming, it's like a shushing. Shh. That's what I hear. And sometimes when I concentrate hard enough, the shush sound slightly stops and I can hear voices coming through it. No, I don't have any mental health issues or anything like that. But over the years, I've actually been able to fine tune it. And the voices come through so clearly. Sometimes they're not talking directly to me. I can hear voices talking to each other. And now I can hear the conversation. Other times I get a voice that I don't recognize that will come through and physically talk to me directly. It's a real weird sensation, but I've only been able to what I call fine tune it. It took me years to learn how to do it, because it's not what I would call the clairaudience side of mediumship, where they come in and talk to me quite freely and I can hear it. It's on a different level.
What language are they speaking?
Sorry?
What language are they speaking?
They speak English. I've heard Arabic come through, but then I've lived out there in the Arab states, if you like them. But yeah, it's just really weird. It comes through so differently than normal clairaudience that I hear through mediumship. At first I used to think it was the street lights outside that I could hear at night, but when I listen to it, it's not a hum, it's a shushing noise. It's really weird, but I can't explain it. I really can't explain it. Nico's playing Where's Wally. Do you know what, Rob? Do you know what they call me at work and what I won at Christmas? We had an awards ceremony at Christmas, and they had little banana type shape awards, and they had different categories. And my category that I won, and it was Little Miss or Little Mister or Mr. Man, like the Mr. Men characters, how they did the awards. And I won the Little Miss Scary Award. I think I'm scary at work. I do sit. Huh?
You're bloody terrifying.
No, I'm not. I just sit there at work because I get there so early. I'll make myself a cup of tea. I stick my earbuds in and I'll watch serial killers.
Like I said, you're terrifying.
It's not tinnitus. It honestly, it's a shushing noise. And if you listen and it's quiet enough around you and you concentrate hard enough, you can hear the voices through that. It's a crazy thing.
I have music in my head all day long, 24/7. I always have music, and there's music nobody else can hear.
Oh, really?
Mm.
Remote viewing, Viv, Operation Stargate. I've done remote viewing once. I did remote viewing once, and I went and visited somebody's front room of their house. I'd never been to it. I was on the phone to him, and I described it to a T. But remote viewing is quite boring, really, because you sort of go into this house, have a look around, and then you sort of come out of it again. And it served no purpose. So for me, remote viewing was a waste of time, really.
Again, that was something my ex-girlfriend did.
Mm. Yeah, it's not my cup of tea, to be honest. And I didn't get a cup of tea, so there was no point. Go round there in the physical and physically get a cup of tea. Nice.
But at least you now know where they keep their biscuits.
She had the most disgusting wallpaper. It was green and it had patterns in it.
Yes, Archie, you can have another biscuit in a second. Bloody dog.
Oh, he's not. He's lovely.
Okay, hang on. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're all watching this. Here is half a biscuit. Here is the dog.
He'll be back in a minute. I won't touch the sides.
Oh, dear. Anyway, where were we? We were talking about Castle Ring.
Yes, we were. Let's get back to it.
You were the one who went there.
Yeah, I went there and I saw the pub. I saw the small village nearby. I know that the Cannock Chase area is quite large, but the Castle Ring area is quite small. And we saw the pub. We saw the car park. And then I started putting two and two together. And Castle Ring in itself is quite a lovely place to go and visit. Don't get me wrong. You'd go around it in 10 minutes if you wanted to. But it's got a bit a higher area where I suppose the monument would have been. And then you've got the lower part of it. You've got a moat that goes around it. And then you've got the wooded areas around there. It does date back to, oh God, I did date it, didn't I? It was 11, was it 11? Oh, I can't remember. I've worked and slept since then.
It went back to about 500 BC.
See, and, you know, and it was always occupied until the Romans came in and kicked everybody off. We're having that, you know. So it has got a lot of history to it. An awful lot of history. I don't think there's anything been really bad that's happened there at Castle Ring, other than being turfed out and the usual skirmishes that may or may not have happened. But
it's a Bronze Age hill fort. No doubt. All sorts of people got killed in nasty ways. It's what happened.
But in saying that, I think the worst thing apart of that place is if you go there at twilight or during the evening, or you're unlucky enough during the day. And I wouldn't think so much during the day because it's a very popular place to visit. When we were there, we went on a very dank, miserable January Sunday afternoon, you know, and thinking that not many people would go because of the weather. And there was loads of people there. So, you know,
waiting for the pub to close.
Yeah. But if you wait until the pub to close, I have no doubt that the naughty people come out of the pub, go to the car park and engage in sexual activity. And you know that these people that are married or otherwise connected to somebody don't want their identities being revealed, so they're wearing masks. And this is where I've put two and two together, and I know that the pig man that was sighted last year was a man in a mask that was disturbed having nuptials with the fairer sex and chased somebody off.
My technical term is rumpo, dear.
Rumpy pumpy. But you see now, I think that guy in he's I don't know, he's seen this thing stand up, this man stand up with the pig mask on and chase him, well, he didn't chase him very far, but he chased him away just until the coast was clear so he could go back and finish his job. But you know, ghost hunters and other people are so quick to jump on.
She knows a lot about this, doesn't she?
Huh?
Nothing. I was just being rude. Carry on.
Yeah, they're so quick to jump on that it's paranormal when clearly it isn't. You know, I will go back in summer months. I'm going back in summer months, and I am going to wait until the time when the pub is shut. And I am going to go back to that car park. Now, when I do that, I will have my husband with me.
And a pig mask.
And a pig mask, no. And I will make sure that I do not film anyone that is doing this thing. But what I will do is just go there to prove that my theory is correct. So I'm taking my life in my own hands here, Johnathan. I might even get arrested, but...
I'm sorry, I find this absolutely massively entertaining.
But the thing is, I mean, if I can prove without a shadow of a doubt this is what actually happened, I am going to have to put myself into the thick of it. I am not going dogging, but I'm going to see the doggers.
Well, I think it's probably called pigging rather than...
Pigging? Up that end. Pigging.
Oh, God, I'm enjoying myself.
Oh. It has to be done. It has to be.
That's Now, this is what I always find entertaining about doing this show. We've got like 4 conversations all going on at once. And it's wonderful. Plus, I've got a dog trying to eat biscuits. So.
Yes.
You're a good little boy, Archie Pig.
I am a good little girl.
Well, I'll feed you biscuits as well if you want, dear.
Only if I have a cup of tea to dip in the biscuits in.
Do you get down and beg in order to get biscuits as well?
No. My favourites are a ginger nut, I must admit. I do like a ginger nut. Yeah.
Dear.
What is it, Rob? I'm not going dogging. I'm going to see the dogging. Not voyeurism, because I don't even want to see that. I just need to prove the theory right. And to be able to do that, I think you have to go there and flash a few car headlights and see who pops out.
Oh, for God's sake.
Oh, dear. All in the name of research.
Of course, I want photographs.
Oh, God.
We need to get pictures of Vivian wearing a pig mask.
Oh, Tim Tams. There's a secret with a Tim Tam. You buy two corners either end of a Tim Tam, stick one corner in the cup of tea and suck the other corner, and you get your tea run through the Tim Tams. Brilliant.
Forgive me, what's a Tim Tam?
It's a bit like a penguin biscuit, but better. Covered in chocolate.
I've never heard of them. Hang on, I'm just looking them up.
They sell them in Tesco's. They're nice.
God, they do look nice.
They are nice. They're Australian.
Okay, I think I'm going to have to investigate this.
Eating bugs if you eat Tim Tams. I don't mind a bug.
Right.
I like deep fried crickets.
Did you say deep fried cricket?
Yeah, but you can get them salt and vinegar flavoured deep fried crickets. They're quite nice, actually. The salt and vinegar ones are nice.
Well, I'm nearly vegan, so I can't really.
Just want to film it. He's talking about me dogging.
I know. I want to film.
Oh dear, the things we get up to. But this was all in aid of research for the CFZ, so it was my journey there wasn't done willy
This is
nilly.
why the CFZ has got the reputation we have. Well, Archie, you don't say you're not eating. If you're not eating those biscuits, I'm not giving you any more.
So if anyone else does go to Circle Ring at Cannock Chase and you do have any experiences or see any dodgy people lurking, please let us know, because we would be interested to hear about it.
Yeah, and especially if you see Viv looking dodgy and lurking.
Oh, I found my crow's mask. I haven't got a pig mask, I've got a crow's mask. So
put it on. Come on, let's see.
I haven't got it with me in here.
Oh,
it's in one of the other rooms. I've put it. I've got a crow's mask.
Go and get it. I'll keep them talking.
What we'll do is I'll put it on next time when Harlem's around, just to frighten him.
I'm sure it won't frighten Harlem. He's an intrepid young man.
He knows we're all nuts anyway, so.
Well, they do that in Wales.
Yeah, they put the sheep in there, don't they? Yeah, the hind legs.
You are worse behaved than me this evening.
Who?
You.
I'm not. We know about what they do. Well, Sarah will be able to tell us more because she's in Wales.
Yes, but she's a charming young lady.
Yeah, she is actually. But yes. So anyway, listen. We've done just over the hour.
And all we've done is talk
dirty.
Talk dirty and feed the dog biscuits.
Well, it was all part of the Cannock Chase Circle Ring investigation. Kelly, I don't know what you mean. I've always been a good girl. But the Cannock Chase investigations still continue. The Circle Ring one hasn't quite concluded just yet, but it will.
Only because it's not concluded because Vivian wants to go dogging.
I'm not going dogging. I just need to prove that it happens there, and that's what's going on.
That's the only way they're going to let you in is if you participate.
No, can't do things like that at my age. It's too mucky.
I'm old.
Oh, no. I'll send you up there.
I can't walk.
That's true. That's true. Maybe we should get somebody younger up there just to conclude the case for us.
Chantal, I vote for.
She lives too far. It'd take her too long to drive there.
Talking of which, Chantal, have you gone to that place with the dirty monkey?
What was it called? Alfred? Is it
Uh,
Alison?
oh God, I can't remember.
Applehampton Hall.
Athelhampton Hall. Yeah.
Athelhampton Hall. Athelhampton Hall.
The dog has decided he doesn't like these biscuits and has left chewed up remains all over my bed.
Oh, scratchy.
Well, there's nobody sleeping on that side of the bed at the moment. And my housekeeper will be back and be able to clean it all up on Friday. So.
Yeah. Yeah, but we've got much more to do in Cannock Chase.
Oh,
and
yeah.
in other areas of the country. And one area of the country that came up in a conversation on Monday night actually was Essex.
Whereabouts in Essex?
Epping Forest.
Oh, that's a really, really freaky place.
So we are going to. Well, I'm not going to camp there. Hello, Andy.
Right.
Hello. We're not going to camp in Essex in Essex Forest, but we are going to do a couple of trips to certain spots in Epping Forest where things have been reported and supposedly seen. So
I do have one little job for you in Epping Forest.
Okay.
If you can go to Epping, the town of Epping, go to the town hall.
Mm-hmm.
Somewhere in the town hall, they are supposed to have a stuffed wolf, which was shot in Epping Forest at the end of the 19th century, about 200 years after it should have been.
Okay. I'll go and have a look.
And I wanted to know if this actually exists or not.
Okay. We can find out, because Dan is your wolf man.
And here's this idiotic animal of mine again, who's very proud to say that he's a wolf. Because of course dogs are wolves.
Nico, you can come with us. You can come with us if you so wish. We can get you on the team. He's got some night vision goggles. Maybe he needs to use them in the car park at Cannock Chase.
You're just obsessed, woman.
Sorry. Did they record, Nico?
Oh,
some night vision goggles record.
He's going to then try and rig it up for a phone and do it on pay-per-view.
Oh dear. I could just see us all getting arrested. Oh my God. That would be funny.
Well, like I told you the other day in a totally different context, my dear, the only time I've actually ever been arrested, although I've run very close to it on many occasions, only time I ever actually got arrested was over 40 years ago for non-payment of a driving fine. So luckily I've got away with things the rest of my life.
Do you know, you just reminded me, I was invited to do a ghost hunt in like a windmill. It's not just the windmill, you've got like outhouses and other barns and things there, and it was quite a historic windmill. Anyway, when it come to taking down the CCTV, the owner came up to me and said, "Oh, would you mind leaving your CCTV up, because I think I've got a thief that's like a ghost is moving money around." And I went, "What do you mean a ghost is moving money around?" She said, "It comes out of the till and then I find it elsewhere in the shop." That's not a ghost. She said, "Honestly, no one can get in the till. The till is opened, money comes out of the till and it's left on the side. And sometimes money comes out of the till and it's never seen again. And I said, well, I honestly think that somebody's stealing from you, but yeah, I'll hide the cameras distinctly in certain areas of the shop, and I will put a camera on the till, which is what we did. And we left it up there for about 2 weeks and went back to see her. And she said, oh, will you review all the footage for me? Now, bearing in mind, she's got her own CCTV, does her own thing. So I said, yeah, okay, I'll review the footage and I'll get it to you as soon as I can. And it took about a month to go through everything. And then we found one of her staff was stealing from her. So we caught the member of staff opening the till, taking the money out, leaving some there, putting the rest in his pocket. And this went on over the course of, we recorded him over 4 days. And I handed her this when I went to go and get my CCTV equipment. I handed her the CD and I said, do you really want to know what's going on in your shop? She said, yes, I do. I said, well, you will be disappointed. And I handed her this and I said, this is where my involvement ends. I can corroborate that I put the cameras up and I recorded this person, but that's where it ends. Okay, then. Anyway, she said, I want you with me when I watch it. I said, okay. So I got my laptop out. We played the footage. She burst into tears. She had run a program where they give people with special needs a job. And it was somebody that was coming in that had Down syndrome. And rather than putting the money in the till, was ringing it up, putting it in the till, taking it out of the till, and just putting it in his pocket. I'm going home. He got the sack, but they did it in a nice way, thank God. And there was no charges brought against him. But yeah. So again, the ghost of the windmill wasn't really a ghost.
Most of the ghosts and things I've researched in my time have turned out not to be.
No. It's a shame. And the first cryptid hunt I went on turned out not to be a cryptid, but a man with a pig mask. We think.
Well, it could be worse. It could have been a pig wearing a man mask.
Well, yeah. But yeah.
But I think there's 2 other locations I gave you that I've put into as an appendix to your article.
Yes.
Which I think both of those would be interesting to look at, because one of them is actually the longest standing cold case that is still open by British police.
Okay.
1945 one is still
is that the one with the... Oh no, I'll talk to you about that one another time. I know something.
You do? What about one of the cases that's in...
There's one that went off and it was before or just after the war, and it was to do with mannequins.
No,
not that one. Okay.
No, the one about the guy who got ritually killed at a Neon Hill in Gloucestershire.
Okay.
On the Gloucestershire, Warwickshire, I think, border.
Okay.
And he was killed particularly nastily. He was seen doing all sorts of weird occult rituals, including harnessing a pair of toads to pull a miniature plough. Well, that's supposed to be a way of sowing bad luck into your neighbour. And that goes back to Dr. John Dee and stuff back then, which I'm very interested in John Dee. He's somebody that an awful lot of my investigative paths are leading back to at the moment.
Yeah.
And so I think if you go and have a look in those 2 locations, it would be interesting.
Okay.
I want to see you filming them. I want to see you filming the sort of reports from each of those that I can show on the show.
Oh, okay. I'll try.
I wish you'd done a filmed report from the Clapham Castle Ring, and I'm not being dirty for a change.
Do you know what? I didn't. It was so cold and wet and miserable and horrible. And I just thought, oh, I'll just get around here quick and get back in the car. And then we went back for a second bout. We went round twice. Yeah.
And see, boys and girls, I didn't say anything smutty there. I was very tempted, but I'm the good. Unlike Vivian, I'm the good one.
Yeah, right.
Oh, come on, look at me. Look at me. Aren't I obviously a good, sweet, nice little fella? A pillar of the community.
Well, I don't know about that.
Ah.
Right. So we're going to be back next month at the end of the month, and we're going to do our cryptid corner show. And it's nothing. There's no corners in it at all. It's yeah, we're going to get more into the cryptid side of things, but we will be joined by Harlem Karma.
Yay! Well done.
And he is a wonderful chap who is out reporting and investigating. He's out there in the field. He's what I called an old head on young shoulders, and he's when I say he's quite sensible, I'll use that with a pinch of salt, because he does go out on his own. He camps, and he's actually photographed and witnessed certain things himself. And at the minute, I think it's the big cat thing that he's going after at the minute. And he's got some fantastic results and seen stuff and heard stuff. So join us if you can next month, at the end of the month, for Harlem Karma. We do have a guest, Dan and I, next Wednesday. For the life of me, I can't remember who it is. But we do have a guest. We have quite a few guests lined up. I know who's coming on next Wednesday. I think it's Steve Meara.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
I think it's Steve Meara.
I've never met him. We've been swapping emails and referring to each other for 20 odd years now, and I don't think I've ever actually met him.
He's such a nice man. I mean, I'm lucky enough to call him a friend, him and his wife, a friend, as well as a colleague, and somebody has taught me more about the paranormal. And he's just a lovely, lovely fella. But he's got his own awakening mini con happening real soon, so we'll catch up about that and about what he's been up to and what he's got coming on up later this year. But it's always a pleasure to speak to Steve, and on a very serious level, if you want any questions answered, you want to know anything, then you can put them to Steve and he will answer them for you.
Oh yes, one of the good.
Have a look at his magazine as well. It's called the Phenomenon magazine. I can never say that properly.
Phenomena, isn't it?
Phenomena
so.
Magazine, and it's free. You can find it online. Either look on his wall or just type in Phenomena magazine and it will come up. And that magazine goes out worldwide. It's quite a big thing. So have a look out for that. But I think it's Steve Meara next Wednesday, but don't quote me. I know we got him coming up soon.
And if anybody is wondering about YouTube on Saturday afternoon, we've got the first of 3 visits to a museum in South Wales, which is the Rowton's Museum of the Occult and Spirituality. And basically, it's a very, very freaky museum. And Richard Freeman goes and meets Laura and Eric Rowton, who run the museum, and spends the next 3 Saturdays going around the museum and ending up having a seance there with
Ooh,
surprising results.
that'd be good.
Oh, it is good. Very good.
So that starts on Saturday.
Starts on Saturday, 3 o'clock on the CFZ YouTube channel. And
Yeah.
I've had a thought. I've just thought of somebody you ought to have on the show, Viv.
Richard.
Oh, you've been trying to get Richard for ages. Just his level of technology with working a steam yard, I think it's too complicated. But there's a mate of mine, a guy called Judge Smith, who was the original drummer with a band called Van de Graaff Generator. You may
I remember Van de Graaff Generator.
Yeah, well, he was the original drummer, and he's written stage musicals and all sorts of beautiful, interesting theatrical musical projects. And he talks about the history of Ouija boards.
Ooh.
And he's not mine. He's an absolute star, and he's great value. He's really nice, and I'm sure you'll like him. I'll introduce you somehow to him.
We'll get him on.
He's an absolute poppy. You'd love him.
We'll get him on. Oh, I'll quiz him. We'll quiz him and quiz him and quiz him. And Nettie's just coming. Net, we're going now. Where have you been?
Hi, Annette.
Hope you're all right, Nettie. She's a good lady. She's a good lady, she is.
And she's just leaving.
I know.
Going.
I know.
We've got to stay on another couple of minutes for Annette.
I need to catch up with Annette at some point. Bless her, I haven't spoken to her for ages. Make sure she's all right and still alive.
Well, she's just come on, so unless she's doing some weird past life experience sort of thing, she is still alive. Hi, Annette. You are still alive. See, I told you she was.
She's a good lady. She works bloody hard, that woman does. Right, so we're going to love you and leave you all.
Yes, the pills are beginning to take effect, and I'm now.
I'm like that without any pills, so don't worry about it, Johnathan. And what I'll do is don't forget to catch up on Saturday at the CFZ YouTube channel, and also pop onto the website if there's any books that you fancy. There are some good reading out there, so have a look. I can fully recommend some if you're spoilt for choice. Or don't forget, we've got The Apparition Phase by William McLean.
Oh, it's a bloody fantastic book, that is. And neither of us get any money out of this. I don't know the author. I've never met him, but bloody hell, I recommend it. It's a smashing read.
Yeah. All right, then. Well, we're going to end it here. Thank you, everyone in the chat, for popping in and for your input. And Nico, if you want to come out at any point, just let me know. You're always welcome. But we will be back doing this again, maybe even sooner than next month. You never know.
Yeah, I'm always happy to come. And I enjoy coming here and fucking about with Viv, talking nonsense for an hour and a half. I can't think of a better way of spending the evening.
And you guys in the chat, don't remember, just be kind to everyone. And if you can't, take care. And if you can't take care, buy some condoms. That's it.
And if you can't buy some condoms, make sure to give a false address.
Yes. Take care, everyone.
Bye bye, darlings. God bless.